hollow hold into a march. And this is a great one for retraining anyone who suffers from rib flare. Rib flare is where the ribs or the top ribs start to flare out because obviously baby is in that capacity and the ribs have to move out that way. So it's very hard unless you train them to go back in. So you just have to be super conscious of it after birth. Women in general can have rib flare because we are weaker when it comes to overhead pressing, and the body will always find a way to help. So we need to learn to switch off that sometimes. So if we're overhead pressing, it's getting really hard, we tend to go into this motion, our lower back does the work, and our ribs flare out, and that's just no good for the pelvic floor. Because okay, so as I said, the more you go into that overhead press, you're not only hurting your lower back, but you're also not doing your pelvic floor any favors. So this is a hollow hold move that is designed to help you to retrain that rib flare, but not only that, learn that hollow hold brace. And hollow holds are the key to so many things. They're what's going to help you to get those muscle ups, to get those pull-ups, and just generally strengthen those deeper core muscles. You can do hollow holds, hollow rocks, but holding, even just hanging from a bar into that hollow position, so good for you. Okay, so resistance band, we're going to have it around your hip height or lower. Obviously the lower you are, the harder it is. So I'm going to start just at around my hip height. You want to get nice and close to the anchor point. And from here, you're going to push up and we're going to get into the setup of that hollow hold position. Okay, so from here, we're going to rotate forward and into that hollow hold position. So you can see where I flex. Okay, so normal position, back is arched, into that hollow hold. So it's like you rotate your shoulders forward into that C position. Immediately just doing this is causing my pelvic floor and my lower core into a brace position. Okay, so I want to stay there, keep that turned on the entire time. So the first part of this is we're going to go into little baby steps. We're going to take steps forward. Don't let the resistance band pull you back. Keep that tension on your core at all times. And you're going to breathe throughout it. So you're keeping that brace on all the time. You're not switching off. Okay? And come back down, give your arms a rest. Okay, the next part of this is the march. So this is going to cause an instability in the hollow hold by raising the leg up off the floor. You're going to do this super slow and controlled so that you don't lose your balance. Again, use your bare feet or flat shoes like Converse into that hollow hold position. You're going to come out a little bit, big breath in. So again, you're bracing the whole time, but you're going to do a series of mini exhales to help with your balance. Keep your toes flexed, nice and controlled, nice and slow. Also, when you're doing anything single leg, the closer you have your feet, the harder it is. It's like you're on a tightrope, okay? So your center of gravity, you want to keep them nice and wide. So as you take your foot off, you're going to return to that area, not back onto the tightrope, okay? The last part of this movement then is you're going to go back up, overhead, and we're going to go into a lunge. Okay, so inhale. This is where you can use your breath differently. So you're in that brace position, but you're going to inhale. You're going to take your lunge. Slow and controlled, use the pelvic floor to return nice and stable back to where you were. And there you go. So we're going to practice these lots and lots and lots in order to get to that hollow hold position.